Self-discipline. It's a word we hear often, but how much do we truly understand its power? Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly succeed while others struggle, no matter how hard they try? The answer, my friends, lies in one simple but often underestimated concept: self-discipline. In today's world, we're surrounded by distractions, quick fixes, and instant gratification. It's easy to believe that success comes from talent, luck, or timing. But the truth is, self-discipline is the invisible force behind every success story, and it's the one thing that can truly determine your future. What if I told you that the difference between where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow comes down to the choices you make in the moments when no one is watching? In this video, you'll discover why self-discipline is not just a personal trait, but a critical factor that impacts every area of your life. We'll explore how it affects your daily actions, your ability to stick to long-term goals, and how it separates those who achieve greatness from those who fall short. I'll share with you lesser-known insights into how successful people use discipline to shape their futures. But here's the catch. The secret is simpler than you think, and it's something you can start using today. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how self-discipline is more than just a tool for personal growth. It's the key to unlocking your fullest potential. And when you grasp this, your future will never look the same. Welcome to Jim Rohn Inspirations. If you're ready to transform your life, make sure you subscribe and stay with us on this journey. You've heard the term before, but let me ask you this. What does self-discipline really mean? It's not about forcing yourself to work non-stop or following a strict set of rules. No, it's far simpler, yet far more powerful. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on a goal and take consistent action, even when the road gets tough. Every day we're faced with choices, some big, most small. It's easy to be distracted, to fall into the trap of putting things off or choosing instant comfort over long-term success. But self-discipline, it's about having the strength to make the right choices, day in and day out. It's about making those little decisions, the ones no one sees, that add up over time to something far bigger than you might expect. Think about it. Every successful person you admire, whether in business, health, or any other field, didn't just stumble into their achievement. They chose discipline over convenience, focus over distractions, and action over hesitation. And that's what sets them apart. Self-discipline isn't just about hitting big goals. It's about what you do when no one's looking, when the work is hard, when you don't feel like it. It's the ability to keep going, even when things aren't perfect, because you know that every small action is one step closer to where you want to be. Now you might be thinking, this sounds easy enough in theory, but trust me, the difference between successful people and those who struggle often lies in the ability to make the right decision, even when it feels hard. Self-discipline doesn't just help you achieve success, it is success in the making, every day. Actions, no matter how small, have the power to accumulate and create significant outcomes over time. It's easy to dismiss the little things, thinking they don't matter. But in truth, it's these small daily actions that, when compounded, build the foundation for extraordinary results. Take a moment to consider this. You decide to take just 10 minutes a day to work toward a goal, whether that's reading, exercising, or learning a new skill. At first, it doesn't seem like much, but over a week, that's 70 minutes. A month, 300 minutes. And in a year, that's more than 60 hours dedicated to progress. The impact of those 10 minutes a day is far more powerful than you might realize. This is where self-discipline makes all the difference. It's not just about setting lofty goals, it's about following through on them, no matter how small the steps seem. Self-discipline turns intention into action, and over time, action turns into a habit. Once a habit is formed, it no longer requires constant effort or motivation. It becomes second nature. What once felt like a challenge becomes automatic, and that's when the magic happens. Successful people don't become great by making big, drastic changes overnight. They become great by doing the small things consistently, by building habits that support their goals. And those habits, powered by discipline, eventually lead to big results. It's the consistent, everyday actions that lead to success, actions that you might not see the immediate impact of, but that add up in powerful ways over time. This is the essence of self-discipline, turning daily intentions into lasting, meaningful results. Small, consistent efforts often outshine occasional bursts of intense energy. It's easy to think that success comes from working hard all at once, pushing through long, tiring hours in a short period. But in reality, consistency is what wins the race. It's like the difference between a steady drip of water and a sudden downpour. Imagine this, a faucet that drips steadily, one drop at a time. It may seem insignificant at first, but over time those drops begin to fill a bucket. Now compare that to a powerful rainstorm that comes all at once, flooding the area. It's intense, but it's short-lived. Eventually, the rain stops, and the bucket isn't filled as quickly as you might expect. The constant steady drip from the faucet, though, never stops. It keeps adding to the bucket bit by bit, and before you know it, the bucket is full. This is how discipline works. It's not about putting in a massive amount of effort for a short time and then burning out. It's about making small, consistent efforts every day, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Over time, those small actions accumulate, and the progress becomes undeniable. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of a big breakthrough moment, but true success comes from building habits, not from occasional bursts of effort. The dripping faucet is your reminder. Consistent actions, no matter how small, are far more effective in the long run than trying to do everything at once. In the end, it's the daily disciplined effort that leads to lasting achievement. Small, consistent efforts often outshine occasional bursts of intense energy. It's easy to think that success comes from working hard all at once, pushing through long, tiring hours in a short period. But in reality, consistency is what wins the race. It's like the difference between a steady drip of water and a sudden downpour. Imagine this, a faucet that drips steadily, one drop at a time. It may seem insignificant at first, but over time those drops begin to fill a bucket. Now compare that to a powerful rainstorm that comes all at once, flooding the area. It's intense, but it's short-lived. Eventually, the rain stops, and the bucket isn't filled as quickly as you might expect. The constant steady drip from the faucet, though, never stops. It keeps adding to the bucket bit by bit, and before you know it, the bucket is full. This is how discipline works. It's not about putting in a massive amount of effort for a short time and then burning out. It's about making small, consistent efforts every day, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Over time, those small actions accumulate, and the progress becomes undeniable. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of a big breakthrough moment, but true success comes from building habits, not from occasional bursts of effort. The dripping faucet is your reminder. Consistent actions, no matter how small, are far more effective in the long run than trying to do everything at once. In the end, it's the daily disciplined effort that leads to lasting achievement. Self-discipline is the key to unlocking personal growth. It's not just about resisting temptation or staying on track with your goals. It's about pushing yourself to improve, to become better every single day. When you consistently apply self-discipline, you begin to see real growth, not just in your actions, but in your mind and your abilities. The more you commit to self-discipline, the more you sharpen your focus. You begin to prioritize what matters and cut out the distractions that prevent progress. When your attention is steady, you can concentrate more effectively on the task at hand, and that focus compounds over time. It leads to greater productivity because you're able to work smarter, not harder, tackling tasks with intention and efficiency. But self-discipline isn't just about getting things done. It's also about controlling your emotions. When you develop the discipline to stay focused, you learn how to manage stress, frustration, and even impatience. You stop reacting impulsively and start making decisions with a clear mind. That emotional control is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who let setbacks derail them. As you push yourself to stay disciplined, you also develop resilience. You learn to keep going when it feels tough, and through that process, you strengthen your mental fortitude. Self-discipline doesn't just make you more productive, it helps you develop the mindset necessary for long-term success. In the end, self-discipline creates a cycle of improvement. It builds your skills, strengthens your focus, and enhances your ability to manage emotions. It's the foundation upon which your growth is built, and it's through this discipline that you unlock your true potential. Resisting immediate temptations might be one of the hardest things to do, but it's also one of the most powerful. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with short-term pleasures, whether it's the latest social media post, a snack, or a quick distraction. It's easy to give in to those urges, but true success comes from understanding that the real rewards are often just beyond the horizon, and they're only attainable by delaying gratification. Let's think back to a famous study, one that's become a cornerstone of understanding self-discipline, the marshmallow experiment. In the late 1960s, researchers gave children the choice to eat one marshmallow immediately, or wait 15 minutes, and receive two. Those who resisted the immediate temptation, and waited for the second marshmallow, were found to be more successful later in life. They had better academic results, healthier habits, and more stable relationships. This simple experiment showed a powerful truth. The ability to delay gratification in favor of future rewards is directly tied to greater long-term success. Now, this isn't just about marshmallows. It's about every choice you make, every time you resist the urge to take the easy way out, whether it's skipping a workout, putting off a task, or indulging in a moment of comfort. Self-discipline is the muscle that allows you to push past those temptations and keep your focus on the bigger picture. When you practice this discipline, you're setting yourself up for a future filled with greater achievements. Every time you choose the hard work now for a reward later, you're not just improving your life, you're building the mental strength necessary to achieve your long-term goals. It's this ability to wait for the real payoff that separates those who settle for fleeting satisfaction from those who create lasting success. Distractions are everywhere. In today's world, it feels like every few minutes there's something pulling your attention away from what really matters. Social media notifications, endless scrolling, the temptation to procrastinate. These distractions don't just waste your time, they rob you of your potential. That's where self-discipline comes in. It's the tool that helps you fight these distractions and stay focused on your goals. Think about it. How often do you find yourself scrolling through your phone instead of working on an important task, or putting off a project until the last minute, only to feel overwhelmed and stressed? These are all habits fueled by a lack of discipline. Self-discipline helps you break free from these habits by teaching you how to stay focused and avoid the things that derail your progress. When you develop the discipline to say no to distractions, you gain the ability to accomplish more in less time. Staying focused allows you to dive deeper into your work, to fully immerse yourself in the task at hand, and to make real progress. Instead of jumping between tasks or losing hours to mindless browsing, you're able to be more productive and efficient. And when you're more efficient, you get more done without feeling burned out or stretched too thin. Self-discipline also helps you avoid unhealthy habits that can hold you back. Whether it's eating junk food, staying up late, or skipping exercise, these habits sap your energy and focus. By creating better routines, you build a foundation of healthy habits that support your success rather than hinder it. When you resist distractions and stay disciplined, you're not just getting more done, you're building a life that aligns with your true goals and potential. Sticking to a healthy routine isn't always easy, but it's one of the most important forms of self-discipline you can practice. It requires consistency, effort, and most importantly, the ability to stay committed, even when it feels easier to skip a workout or reach for junk food. But here's the truth. The benefits of maintaining a healthy routine are far greater than the temporary comfort of giving in to those easy choices. When you commit to consistent exercise and proper nutrition, you're not just investing in your body today, you're investing in your future. Exercise isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good and building a foundation for long-term health. Regular physical activity strengthens your heart, boosts your energy, and helps manage stress. It sharpens your mind, too, improving focus, boosting creativity, and enhancing mental clarity. And the best part, the more consistent you are, the easier it becomes. Discipline in your routine gradually transforms into a habit, and before you know it, you start craving the physical and mental benefits that come with it. Proper nutrition plays an equally important role. What you eat directly affects how you feel, how much energy you have, and even how clearly you think. It's tempting to indulge in fast food or sugary snacks, but the long-term consequences of poor nutrition catch up with you. Healthy, balanced meals provide the fuel your body needs to function at its best. And just like with exercise, the effects of good nutrition compound over time. The more disciplined you are with what you eat, the more benefits you'll experience. Improved mood, better sleep, a stronger immune system, and even a longer, healthier life. Maintaining a healthy routine isn't always convenient, but the rewards of sticking with it are undeniable. Self-discipline in your health today sets the stage for a better, more vibrant future. Self-discipline is just as crucial in your professional life as it is in your personal one. When it comes to career growth, it's not always about working harder or putting in more hours. It's about working smarter, staying organized, and making consistent progress, whether you feel like it or not. That's where discipline makes the difference. One of the key ways self-discipline shows up in your career is through your ability to meet deadlines. Deadlines aren't just a formality, they're a measure of your reliability, your commitment, and your ability to follow through. Self-discipline allows you to stay on top of your tasks, manage your time effectively, and ensure that you deliver quality work on time, every time. People notice that. When you're the person who can be counted on, opportunities start to open up. Staying organized is another huge part of professional success. It's easy to get overwhelmed by a long to-do list or a crowded inbox. But with self-discipline, you develop systems and routines that keep you on track. Whether it's keeping your workspace tidy, managing your schedule, or planning your projects, discipline helps you stay efficient and productive. This level of organization leads to better performance and creates the kind of impression that gets you noticed by those who matter, whether it's your boss, clients, or colleagues. But perhaps most importantly, self-discipline allows you to keep pushing forward, even when things get tough. Every career has its challenges, and those who succeed are the ones who don't quit when obstacles arise. Instead, they double down, stay focused on the goal, and keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the road may seem. Over time, this determination leads to promotions, raises, and the achievement of your long-term career goals. Self-disciplined individuals are the ones who rise through the ranks because they consistently prove their ability to perform, stay organized, and persevere. Building self-discipline doesn't happen overnight, but you can start making progress today with a simple, practical plan. It all begins with setting small, manageable goals. You don't need to overhaul your life in one go. Instead, break your bigger goals down into smaller, achievable tasks. When a goal is too big, it becomes overwhelming, and that's when procrastination creeps in. But when you start with small steps, it feels more manageable, and each success fuels your motivation to keep going. Once you've set your small goals, the next step is tracking your progress. It's easy to lose sight of how far you've come if you don't keep track. A simple checklist, a journal, or even an app can help you monitor your actions and see the improvements you're making. Every time you complete a task, you get one step closer to your goal, and tracking it gives you a clear picture of your progress. This also helps you stay accountable, which is key when building discipline. But don't forget to reward yourself along the way. Self-discipline isn't about constant denial, it's about balance. When you hit a milestone or complete a task, take a moment to celebrate your hard work. This reward system reinforces the habit and makes staying disciplined feel more rewarding. Whether it's taking a break, enjoying a treat, or simply acknowledging your success, rewards keep you motivated and remind you of the benefits of staying disciplined. Finally, remember that self-discipline is built over time. Start with tasks that are achievable and gradually increase the difficulty as your confidence and habits grow stronger. Each small success leads to bigger victories, and before you know it, discipline becomes second nature. Self-discipline is the foundation upon which your future is built. It's the key that unlocks your potential and transforms your intentions into real, tangible results. By staying focused, resisting distractions, and committing to consistent action, you can turn your goals into achievements and create the life you've always dreamed of. Whether it's in your personal health, career, or personal growth, self-discipline is the thread that ties it all together. Now it's time for you to make a commitment to yourself. Commit to improving your self-discipline, starting with small steps that lead to bigger changes. Remember, every choice you make today shapes your tomorrow. So take control, stay disciplined, and watch as you start to create the future you deserve. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel, Jim Rohn Inspirations, for more insights and motivation. Together we can keep pushing toward the life you've always wanted. Keep disciplined and keep moving forward.